I mean, I never thought I had asthma necessarily, but I feel like I've never been able to breathe easily. And then when I got here, I was with Julia, who's a respiratory specialist, and yeah, the whole experience was really easy. She basically just said, we've got this new machine, I haven't used it on anyone yet, I'd really like to try it out, and this seems like a good case to use it.
So I've been working on an asthma improvement project for our PCN in South Bristol, looking at how we can improve care for patients with asthma, helping to diagnose them with asthma, but also making sure they're on the correct treatment. So Anthony came to me back at the end of last year because he'd been having some shortness of breath and symptoms that might indicate he had asthma. I saw him for an initial assessment here in the surgery where I could listen to his chest, talk about his symptoms. So having the Phenom machine now means that in that initial assessment I could see Anthony, I could do the Pheno testing, and we could start on some treatment very quickly, which reduced the amount of appointments that the patient needed to come back to the surgery for. So now we provide a variety of appointment types depending on what the patient would prefer. So to follow up Anthony's asthma, we would be offering him an annual checkup every year. That checkup could be done face-to-face, especially if there had been any problems, and we wanted to do a more in-depth review. But if he'd been well controlled, we could offer a telephone appointment to suit him that he could take in his lunch break, and we could really just check in, make sure he's using his inhalers properly.
I've been in here a couple of times. I came in when I originally used the machine, and then when Julia wanted to see if my score had changed. But other than that, I've just been in touch with Julia over the phone. She's just been checking up about how my breathing's changed, if I've found that it's been easier, and just following up and making sure that the inhalers are actually doing their job. Once I'd started using the inhaler, it was starting to make such a big difference, and everything just felt that little bit easier afterwards.
It was never something that we used in primary care, although it's been recommended for a long time. So when the option came up that we could think about having one, it felt like a really great opportunity to provide better care for patients.